Beyond the usual natural challenges, an unseen menace has plagued Texas for nearly 2 decades: wild hogs. They've been devastating agricultural land, leading to incredible losses. At the same time, these and other invasive species are tearing up the terrain, spreading disease, and jeopardizing the survival of countless native Texan plants and animals. Drop a 1 in the comments if you want to join us for today's crucial hunt. Wild hogs are a nightmare for the U.S., breeding incredibly fast and being tough to eliminate, making them one of the nation's most damaging invasive species. They absolutely demolish crops, throw entire ecosystems out of balance, and seriously threaten our farms and native wildlife. Classic control tactics like traps, fences, or even standard ground hunting are quickly becoming obsolete. They just can't keep pace with how fast these hogs are spreading and their populations exploding. Wild hogs have inflicted a staggering $275 million in damages across Texas over the last 2 decades, with annual losses now surging 50% higher than in 2024. This escalating crisis demands bolder and more effective solutions from authorities and residents alike. Ever pictured yourself hunting wild hogs from a helicopter over Texas? What once sounded like something straight out of an action flick is now an everyday occurrence across the rural South. Helicopter hog hunting, a tactic that fuses advanced aerial capabilities with sharpshooting prowess, is quickly becoming a go-to solution for professional wildlife managers and large ranch operations alike. Piloted by seasoned pros, these modern helicopters can scream across the landscape at speeds up to 160 miles per hour, hugging the terrain. They're kitted out with advanced tech like infrared camera systems, low-range radar, and night vision goggles, enabling operators to quickly pinpoint and track targets, even in pitch-dark conditions or through dense, tricky forest cover. But these choppers do more than just spot targets. They're armed with serious firepower. Typically AR-15 or AR-10 semi-automatic rifles, often paired with holographic sights for pinpoint accuracy, even at long range. In mere minutes, a helicopter can survey over 300,000 acres of farmland and dense forest prime territory, where wild hogs hide and multiply. One clean shot from above can take down a mature hog, instantly helping to relieve the immense pressure on these invaded lands. The go-to helicopter for these hunts is often the Bell 206 Jet Ranger, a civilian chopper valued for its impressive agility, speed, steady performance flying low, and its adaptability for extra hunting equipment. You'll also see companies using the Hughes 500 or Robinson R44. These are more compact, fuel-sipping models that can still comfortably handle 2 hunters and all the gear needed for a multi-hour operation. Helicopter hog hunting in Texas isn't cheap, but it's an absolutely epic experience. Costs generally run from $500 to $5,000, depending on the package, with extras like advanced optics or specialized firearm setups bumping up the price. It's a steep investment for sure, but picture yourself soaring over rugged terrain, geared up and ready to take down invasive species with pinpoint accuracy. It's a thrilling, high-speed adventure where every single shot counts. Would you shell out for an experience like this? Drop a 2 in the comments if you're in, or a 5 if not. While Texas allows helicopter hog hunting as a wildlife control measure, it's definitely not an unregulated free-for-all. Hunters absolutely must have valid licenses and get explicit approval from private landowners before conducting these hunts. This system ensures that hunting activities respect property rights and strictly adhere to state wildlife management laws. Unlike hunting for sport or trophies, helicopter hog hunting is strictly about rapid population control to limit serious agricultural and environmental damage. This means hunters involved must operate with total professionalism and humanity, always prioritizing quick, clean kills to prevent unnecessary suffering. It demands exceptional skill-sharp awareness and a strong ethical compass from the shooter. A bad shot doesn't just inflict needless harm on the animal, it can also create real dangers for the crew and the surrounding area. From takeoff to touchdown, the entire operation is tightly managed with seamless coordination between ground coordinators, the pilot, and the hunters aboard. Weather, terrain, flight paths, target areas, and emergency response plans are all meticulously mapped out to ensure every trip is not just effective, but completely safe. However, that doesn't mean you can skimp on your own preparation. Proper clothing and protective gear are absolutely crucial in this environment, as high flight speeds, powerful rotor wash, air turbulence, and unpredictable hunting conditions can be incredibly demanding both physically and mentally. You'll need to wear tough, snug-fitting clothing, high-top non-slip boots, and gloves. Eye protection and a helmet are absolutely mandatory to shield you from flying debris, dust, or impacts during any emergency. Your professional operator will provide detailed advice on clothing gear and may even run you through pre-trip simulations. Be proactive, ask plenty of questions, and prepare thoroughly, because when you're hunting from the air, solid preparation is your lifeline. Tough call, hogs wrecking crops or those spreading disease. Which do you target first? It's just the start of what's shaping up to be a challenging 2025 hunting season. We'll tackle all your questions in part 2 of this episode, so be sure to drop them in the comments below. And hey, if you support what we do, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Red foxes are becoming a serious headache for agriculture, especially up in Alaska. Nationwide, the U.S. red fox population is now estimated to be over 1.2 million. According to the latest USDA report, they're most heavily concentrated in rural areas across the Midwest and Northeast. Want to learn more about these crafty critters? Drop a 1 in the comments below. Red foxes are hitting poultry farms hard. For instance, one farm up in Alaska lost over 3,000 chickens in a single month, with attacks typically happening right after sunset. These foxes are most active around dawn and dusk, targeting vulnerable poultry like chickens' eggs and other birds not secured in protective coops. So what's the game plan for Alaskan hunters and farmers to control these large fox populations, causing such devastating agricultural damage? Bow hunting is a common method for controlling their population. Legally, though, hunters need a valid license and the proper government-issued tags. For red fox hunting, the two go-to choices are recurve and compound bows. Compound bows can manage heavy draw weights effectively due to their let-off systems. Recurve bows easily identified by their tips. Curving away from the archer are also popular, storing and releasing energy more efficiently than simpler traditional longbows. This efficiency means the arrow flies faster and hits with greater force. On top of that compound, bows use an advanced system of cams and cables, setting them apart from traditional bows. This mechanism creates what's known as let-off, allowing the archer to hold at full draw with significantly less effort, which drastically reduces hand strain. This lower holding weight not only makes aiming more comfortable, but also helps the shooter maintain focus and stability longer, seriously boosting their accuracy. A key advantage of bow hunting red fox is its silent operation compared to firearms. However, bows do have their limits. Harsh weather, especially strong winds, can seriously affect an arrow's flight and accuracy. Plus, even in ideal conditions, a bow's effective range typically maxes out around 120 yards. Regardless of whether you're using a bow or firearm, hunters need a valid license, and if firearms are involved, this often includes certification of completing a firearms safety course and knowledge of wildlife hunting laws. To bow hunt, you generally need to be at least 18 years old and pass a bow hunting skills test administered by the local wildlife agency. Each season, there's a specific limit on how many foxes hunters can harvest, which depends on the area and the current status of the local fox population. In some instances, hunters might even receive a $500 subsidy to help offset hunting costs. So what's your take? Do you think bow hunting is effective? Drop a 2 in the comments if yes, or a 5 if no.
Good. It's a good fox. Much like my favorite cat.
Hunting red foxes at night presents unique challenges requiring hunters to strictly follow safety and environmental regulations. Key considerations include using lighting responsibly to avoid disturbing other wildlife and minimizing any noise that could affect nearby residential areas. The government has clearly designated hunting zones in suburban areas and prohibits hunting close to homes to prevent any negative impacts.
G'day, mate.
Red fox hunting isn't widely popular, mainly due to concerns about its environmental impact and the high skill level required. However, the Wildlife Management Association credits this practice with significantly helping to reduce the red fox population from 1.2 million to 900,000 over the past 5 years. To maintain this balance, it's vital for people to actively participate in wildlife management programs, follow all hunting regulations, and protect the environment. Still, some oppose using firearms for red fox hunting, citing humane concerns and safety risks like causing unnecessary animal suffering or endangering hunters.
Oi.
They often back humane alternatives like fencing or relocation, but using fences to deter foxes isn't usually a go-to solution. It's expensive and not foolproof, as crafty foxes can often climb right over them to get into residential areas. Got any questions about how to deal with red foxes? Let us know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe to support our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. African elephants, particularly those roaming South Africa, are truly majestic symbols of the continent's ecosystem, renowned for their enormous size and incredible strength. These giants typically inhabit the vast savannas and dense forests of South Africa, playing a vital role in maintaining environmental balance. With their signature large ears and long tusks, these elephants not only easily find food and water, but also communicate with each other using a fascinating repertoire of distinct sounds. Want to dive deeper into the world of these magnificent creatures? If so, just drop the number 1 in the comments below. Traveling in herds, these elephants display complex social bonds and take great care of each other, especially their young. Their very presence in the South African ecosystem helps boost biodiversity. By creating clearings, they allow new plant species to flourish and actively reshape their habitats. However, these magnificent animals face serious threats like habitat loss and poaching, making conservation efforts incredibly urgent to protect the rich biodiversity of the region. In some key African ecosystems, elephant populations are estimated around 13,000, typically concentrated in vast reserves where they live in large herds. Understanding the distribution and habits of these elephants is crucial for creating a compelling documentary, providing detailed insights into their impact and interactions in these regions. Join us as we explore the significant challenges posed by elephants and learn effective strategies for managing these giants. Across the United States, elephants are causing significant agricultural damage, with financial losses hitting approximately $16 million each year. These majestic creatures, while truly a spectacular sight, pose a serious threat to farming communities. Crops like corn, wheat, and various fruits are particularly vulnerable when elephants encroach on farmland. This widespread destruction not only disrupts local economies, but also jeopardizes the livelihoods of millions of farmers who depend on these crops for their income. When elephants are on the move, it can cause major traffic headaches and long, frustrating backups. These massive animals might suddenly appear on roads, catching drivers completely by surprise and significantly upping the risk of accidents. Their presence doesn't just unnerve drivers, it poses a serious danger to human lives. At the same time, the elephants themselves face the tragic risk of severe injury or even death from collisions with vehicles. To address the growing elephant population in the United States, authorities are considering various measures, including the use of firearms, to help manage their numbers. The requirements for firearm permits are strictly enforced, ensuring only qualified individuals who've completed thorough training and extensive background checks are authorized to use firearms in elephant management. This approach seeks to balance the urgent need to protect human lives and property with the critical responsibility of using firearms safely and ethically. Using firearms to manage elephant populations in the United States offers significant advantages, especially when it comes to precision and efficiency. Modern firearms are engineered for accurate long-distance shooting, a crucial capability when operating in the vast and rugged terrains these elephants inhabit. This high accuracy allows operators to target specific animals without disturbing the entire herd, which reduces stress on the population and improves the overall success of the management effort. Using firearms can help quickly reduce immediate threats to people and property by allowing for the swift removal of aggressive elephants or those venturing too close. However, this method isn't without serious drawbacks, raising significant ethical and animal welfare concerns. Now, a question for you: would elephant hunting be an experience you'd enjoy? If yes, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 5. Elephants are incredibly intelligent and social animals, so hunting them often ignites intense ethical debates and draws strong criticism from animal rights groups. Moreover, when hunting occurs in densely populated or agricultural areas, there's a significant risk of unintentionally harming other wildlife, livestock, or even people. Furthermore, relying heavily on firearms can escalate conflicts, potentially making elephants more aggressive and creating a vicious cycle of violence that complicates long-term management. So, while guns may offer a quick solution for immediate threats, the broader consequences underscore the critical need to develop more humane and sustainable methods for managing elephant populations.
There we go.
Ultimately, it's crucial to develop strategies that not only minimize damage caused by elephants, but also ensure their welfare, paving the way for sustainable coexistence between humans and these animals. If you have ideas for more effective and humane ways to protect these majestic creatures, please share them in the comments below. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to subscribe for more exciting and informative content. Your opinions and support truly mean a lot to us.
What was that?
What just happened?
Hi everyone,
On the morning of August 17, 2019 in Canada, residents were both shocked and amazed by an unusual invasion of invasive monkeys from a nearby forest. They had suddenly descended upon the city and stirred up serious trouble for the locals. The proprietor of a downtown grocery store calmly reported that at about 7 a.m., a troop of 30 to 50 monkeys scaled rooftops, leaped between buildings, and sneaked into shops seeking some food. Many residents said they were forced to bolt their doors and stay inside to avoid harassment by these primates. This occurrence disrupted city life and caused a 30% surge in environmental pollution. Local officials convened an emergency meeting to determine solutions for handling this unexpected problem. On the same day along major roads, 10,000 baboons swarmed vehicles, leading to several hours of traffic jams. Many parked cars became their targets as the primates rummaged through the belongings inside. Vehicle owners tried to chase them away, but were met with aggressive attacks by the monkeys. Fortunately, no one was harmed. Due to limited food sources in their natural habitat and a lack of support for the large baboon population, the animals had ventured into urban areas. Given the extensive damage inflicted by invasive creatures, the Canadian government has officially organized hunting efforts to alleviate this havoc. The peak hunting season in Canada falls in late summer and early autumn. From August to October, licensed hunters are granted permission to regulate the populations of invasive monkeys and baboons.
That's how you do it.
This marks the period when invasive species management efforts reach their peak to curtail their numbers and limit the destruction they inflict upon both urban and natural landscapes. As they advance deeper into forested areas, the terrain grows increasingly treacherous. The ground is often sandy, forcing vehicles to move slowly, carefully to prevent slipping. This episode stands as a valuable lesson for hunters, showing that, despite the obstacles, controlling invasive species remains a vital endeavor. Even when contending with difficult terrain, they stay resolute and committed in their pursuit of managing these invasive monkeys. The hunt spanned roughly 1.2 million acres in Canada, where the primary weapon is the 31.5-inch impact rifle loaded with 40-grain javelin pellets from FX Airguns. This rifle is famed for its pinpoint accuracy and rapid rate of fire, making it ideal for targeting nimble primates in rugged mountainous forests. Outfitted with a reflex suppressor system, it ensures minimal pellet noise, preserving stealth and preventing the monkeys from being spooked. By integrating advanced technology into modern hunting strategies, the 5x3 prismatic scope significantly boosts observational capabilities, enabling hunters to scan broad areas and accurately spot targets for swift, precise shots, particularly effective against marauding baboons. Due to the adaptability and intelligence of these primates, they often emerge suddenly, so the safe shooting distance typically remains within around 250 feet. The use of modern rifles and specialized equipment allows skilled hunters to respond promptly and effectively to various hunting scenarios in Canada's wilds. To increase the chances of success when hunting baboons and baboons, utilizing support tools such as binoculars and rangefinders is essential. Binoculars help survey expansive areas from a safe distance, allowing hunters to observe their surroundings and detect signs of baboons. Engaging in physical training prior to hunting equips hunters to face the challenges and harsh conditions they may encounter. Securing a hunting license requires hunters to be in good health, capable of enduring fatigue, traversing difficult terrain, and dealing with adverse weather when pursuing baboons. Because of these primates' agility and the demanding environments they inhabit, the health standards for hunting them are even more stringent. Hunters rely on rifles to deal with baboons because their weight, ranging from 22 to 55 pounds, renders traps ineffective. Hunting licenses also dictate that hunters in Canada may take a maximum of 3 to 5 baboons per day. This regulation helps the government better manage baboon populations in the wild. During hunts in Canada, sportsmen frequently confront formidable obstacles posed by the thick, densely forested terrain. Baboons, which naturally dwell in treetops, create an additional challenge for hunters. They must meticulously calculate their distance, the angle of each shot, and anticipate the baboon's sudden movements. From a hunter's perspective, bringing down a baboon is far from easy and can often take 2 to 3 hours. To lure a group of baboons, hunters must develop a carefully planned strategy. Rather than confronting them from above, they use bait, often fruit, to coax the baboons down to ground level. This method creates a chance for a closer, more precise shot. To avoid injuries during the hunt, hunters rely on blinds and hiding spots, allowing them to track baboons without placing themselves in immediate danger. First, hunters venture into the forest, look for areas with signs of baboons living in groups, and set up a blind. This blind is camouflaged to blend seamlessly with the surrounding foliage, ensuring the most effective concealment. The blind is suitable for overnight camping in the forest, and its setup is relatively simple, following the instructions provided upon purchase. Canadian hunters concentrate on aiming for the head of baboons, supported by careful preparation and precise shooting skills. Utilizing rifles from these vantage points does not inflict long-lasting harm on baboons. According to estimates from the Canadian Wildlife and Hunting Conservation Association, CDOSC, their numbers in British Columbia have declined from about 1,000 in the 1980s to roughly 200 to 300 by 2020. During wide-ranging wilderness hunts, experts note that team-based hunting is significantly more effective than going solo. They stand by one another in all situations, from handling wildlife incursions to thorough preparation and rescue operations. This spirit of collaboration provides safety, enjoyment, and significant satisfaction in every hunting trip throughout Canada. Currently, the hunting season in Canada is facing very serious issues due to invasive species. The invasive monkey population has now surpassed 300,000, which is nearly twice the estimated 15,000 baboons. Local authorities have instituted a new trap-based policy to manage these invasive monkeys. Although they are smaller and pose less of a physical threat than baboons, these primates continue to wreak significant havoc on residential neighborhoods. One notable trait of these monkeys is their strong liking for bananas, prompting hunters to fill traps with generous amounts of fruit. Using banana bait has been shown to triple trap efficiency compared to unbaited setups. There are multiple trap types on the market for capturing wildlife, including net traps, wire cage traps, and wooden traps. In Canada, wire cage traps remain the top choice, thanks to their excellent reusability and resilience against severe weather. Usually weighing around 10 pounds, these traps need about 3 to 4 people for setup. Their average cost for capturing invasive monkeys in Canada spans from $66 to $250. Making them the favorite option for many seeking both effective and weatherproof wildlife control solutions overall. Wire cage traps are a highly effective measure for capturing monkeys near residential areas. Their practical design enables hunters to trap between 50 and 70 monkeys at once. To ensure both safety and humane treatment, hunters must regularly check these traps, releasing any non-target animals that may have been caught, thereby preserving the overall effectiveness of efforts to prevent monkey-related damage. Moving forward, the government should actively address the issue following large-scale trapping operations, ensuring that any ongoing or subsequent measures remain both efficient and humane. Timely removal of monkey groups from residential areas is crucial. If these primates remain in traps for too long, it can lead to environmental contamination from their waste. Furthermore, The noise generated by them can seriously interfere with residents' daily activities, impacting the overall tranquility and safety of the entire community. Hence, effectively overseeing and handling monkeys after trapping is vital to preserve equilibrium between ecological stewardship and public welfare. In certain Canadian communities, there is staunch resistance to the hunting and capturing of both monkeys and wild baboons. Critics contend these practices can unsettle the broader ecosystem and yield detrimental consequences for the environment. Monkeys and baboons are essential to seed dispersal and insect control, and their decline can trigger ecological consequences affecting other wildlife. Many Canadians place high value on wildlife and believe these creatures deserve both protection and respect. This viewpoint highlights a dedication to conservation and preserving ecological harmony in the natural world. Additionally, certain communities condemn hunters for disregarding licensing policies. There have been instances where some irresponsible hunters, after capturing invasive monkeys, have consumed their meat, which can expose them to dangerous infectious diseases. Certain monkey species harbor pathogens that can be passed to humans, leading to severe illnesses such as Ebola and HIV. Because of inadequate regulations and oversight, certain communities have vehemently criticized these ongoing actions. In handling baboons and invasive monkeys, hunters must stay vigilant by donning protective gloves, significantly reducing potential skin injuries during capture and processing. Such measures help hunters manage these animals more effectively, ensuring much safer handling overall. If you support Canada's strategies for addressing baboons and related monkeys, please comment 1 below the video. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to hit subscribe and share this video with your family so everyone stays informed. For ongoing updates, stay tuned. Under a Pennsylvania sky, hungry wolves descended upon sheep farms. The flock lay silent, showing no signs of life. Research indicates that the average loss inflicted by wolves is around $150 per sheep, with total damages soaring up to $24 million across 160,000 affected sheep nationwide in the United States. The incident rattled the entire country, triggering massive demonstrations, with around 50,000 protesters flooding the streets, urging the government to adopt urgent steps to safeguard their homes and lives from these hostile wolves. Livestock losses were escalating severely, prompting the U.S. government and local communities to swiftly deploy hunting dogs to protect farms, herds, and livelihoods from increasingly destructive wolf attacks. These dogs undergo specialized training to locate and drive wolves away from farmland and adjoining pastures. Leveraging these canines helps deter future attacks and efficiently regulate the regional wolf population, thereby securing farmers valuable investments. In this video, you'll witness formidable hunting dogs outfitted with GPS collars, an indispensable tool that enables hunters to track them during perilous encounters, particularly when confronting fortified wolves. These dogs undergo advanced scent training and display extraordinary teamwork capabilities while adhering to human directives.
Kill him!
Statistics reveal that in 2022, wolf attacks on livestock in northern Pennsylvania dropped from 200 cases per year to 100, largely due to the presence of hunting dogs. Within just 3 months, the combined use of hunting dogs and rifles led to the elimination of over 4,500 wolves in Pennsylvania. This region is regarded as having the highest wolf density in the United States. To secure a license for handling hunting dogs in Pennsylvania, owners must prove they can effectively care for and shield their dogs during hunts. Each year, Pennsylvania issues about 170,000 hunting licenses, yet only 2% to 4% of recipients are authorized to use hunting dogs. Furthermore, firearm licenses compel hunters to uphold stringent safety and technical protocols when operating firearms. Hunters are required to duly finish a certified firearm safety class and successfully complete a shooting proficiency exam prior to receiving a license. This measure protects hunting dogs and minimizes mishaps resulting from off-target shots. The wolf hunting season in Pennsylvania generally kicks off in November and extends through February, enforced by strict regulations governing the number of wolves culled each season. These measures help preserve a delicate balance between controlling wolf populations, safeguarding precious biodiversity, and protecting the economic interests of local farmers.
Yes, sir. Good boy. Good boy. I wasn't really too sure what he was going to be. But come on, Curly. Come on.
During winter months, deep snow makes it particularly difficult for hunters to navigate. To address this challenge, they commonly rely on snowmobiles, which are equipped with ample storage compartments for transporting wolves. Wolves, renowned for their sharp intelligence and agility, can sprint at speeds reaching up to 37 miles per hour. They are adept at sensing and hiding from hunters, which not only reduces the odds of capturing wolves but also alerts them to human presence, making them increasingly cautious and more difficult to approach in subsequent hunts. Furthermore, many communities across the United States oppose wolf hunting on humanitarian grounds, asserting that it inflicts unnecessary harm on the animals. After harvesting, wolves are not consumed as food but are valued solely for their fur, which is crafted into high-demand products for human use. This has contributed to the stabilization of income for livestock farms across the U.S. However, the government must prioritize developing more sustainable and proactive preventive measures moving forward.
Hold on. Yeah. I'm not on the third one. Woo!
The current measures have shown some effectiveness in controlling invasive animal populations, but do you think there might be better solutions? If you have ideas, we'd love to hear them in the comments below this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our future content. Lastly, share this video with your friends so they can join the conversation and enjoy it too.
Oh man!
Wild boars originated in Asia and Europe, with studies indicating that their ancestors first appeared in East Asia, particularly in southeastern China. From this starting point, wild boars gradually expanded their range to other parts of Asia and Europe. Through evolution and migration, they developed into numerous subspecies with remarkable adaptability. The spread of wild boars has made them a common species in many regions worldwide. Comment number 1 to explore more fascinating facts together. Wild boars are known for their robust reproductive capacity, significantly contributing to their population growth rate. They can reproduce year-round, but peak breeding typically occurs in late fall and winter when climate conditions and food availability are favorable. The gestation period for wild boars lasts approximately 115 days. Each litter can range from 4 to 12 piglets, with an average of 5 to 6 piglets per litter. The number of offspring per litter depends on environmental factors, nutrition, and the availability of food resources in their habitat, demonstrating their flexible adaptation to natural conditions. With their exceptional reproductive capacity and strong adaptability to diverse habitats, Wild boars have rapidly established a large population in the United States, estimated at around 9 million individuals across multiple states. However, as forest vegetation cannot sustain the food demands of this large population, they frequently invade agricultural farms, causing significant damage. According to data from the United States Department of Agriculture, wild boars inflict approximately $15 billion in annual losses to the agricultural industry and related sectors nationwide. Studies show that wild boars have a habit of continuously rooting and digging soil, not only destroying crops, but also degrading soil structure and fertility, with estimated damages of up to $190 per affected acre. Feral hogs particularly favor common crops such as corn, soybeans, rice, wheat, peanuts, and various vegetables, making them a serious threat to the agricultural industry. This destruction not only impacts crop yields, but also increases production costs, placing farmers in challenging circumstances. Now let's explore the first method to address the wild boar problem: hunting with shotguns, a widely used technique in the U.S. due to its practicality. Wild boars often inhabit dense areas where visibility is limited, requiring accurate shooting at close range. Using shotguns in such conditions enhances control and allows for quick handling. Do you agree with this method? If yes, comment with the number 2. If not, leave the number 5 in the comments. In dense forest conditions where visibility is limited and target engagement distances are short, the power of shotguns becomes particularly effective. This type of weapon is renowned for its strong stopping power, ideal for hunting large, robust, and aggressive animals like wild boars. When using slugs or specialized shotgun ammunition, shotguns can ensure the target is quickly neutralized, minimizing animal suffering and reducing risks for hunters. For this reason, shotguns are often chosen for effective and humane wild boar control campaigns. Another significant advantage of using shotguns for wild boar hunting is their exceptional versatility. Hunters can easily switch ammunition types based on specific circumstances, using slugs for longer-range shots, or opting for buckshot for close-range encounters. This flexibility allows hunters to adapt effectively to varying terrain and environmental conditions, enhancing operational efficiency while ensuring maximum safety throughout the task. Helicopter hog hunting, also known as aerial hunting, has become a popular method in some U.S. regions, particularly in states grappling with widespread wild boar issues. This approach is highly valued for its effectiveness in population control due to its ability to cover vast areas quickly and access challenging terrains. With this method, hunters can rapidly eliminate large numbers of wild boars, which is critical in regions heavily impacted by agricultural and environmental damage. Helicopters enable hunters to quickly approach, and shoot wild boars upon detection, minimizing their chances of escape. The data and information we've gathered highlight the critical role of hunters in controlling wild boar populations. Their active participation not only directly impacts agricultural productivity, but also contributes to environmental conservation and economic stability in affected communities. Additionally, in the effort to conserve the environment, hunters play a crucial role in protecting natural ecosystems by mitigating the damage caused by wild boars. By controlling wild boar populations, they help maintain biodiversity and safeguard ecosystem services with significant economic value. Thank you for watching this video. If you found the content helpful, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our next videos. Under the scorching heat, where temperatures push beyond endurance, every creature on the savanna fights fiercely to survive. Yet, in that harsh land, lions still reign as the unassailable kings. Are you curious about how they endure and dominate their pride? If you want to uncover the secret, drop a 1 in the comments and join us on this thrilling journey. Each member of the lion pride plays a vital role, united to ensure the survival of the group. Lionesses, driven by fierce maternal instincts, not only hunt, but also devotedly nurture and protect their cubs, always vigilant against threats. Leading the pride is the dominant male ruling over vast territories, ready to fight to safeguard his family and precious resources. Yet in the perilous wilderness, lionesses often quietly guide their cubs, seeking new lands to ensure safety and survival. Danger lurks everywhere as a mother lion, recently having given birth, stands on the brink of life and death. Around her, about 20 hyenas gather their howls, tearing through the vast grassland. These cunning, swift predators are always waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Though exhausted and wounded, the fierce maternal instinct within the lioness rises powerfully, driving her to fight relentlessly in this crucial moment. Suddenly, a male lion appears, roaring loudly, ready to charge into battle to protect his family. The grassland trembles as a violent clash erupts, where roars blend with the fierce will to survive in a tragic, intense battle. In the harsh, dry season, when food sources dwindle weakened, lion prides are forced to lead their groups on a perilous journey, seeking new land to survive. This is their final battle for survival, but it also brings them dangerously close to human settlements. As darkness falls, the lions stealthily infiltrate residential areas, mercilessly attacking livestock. Reports from the outskirts of Nairobi reveal a heartbreaking statistic. Over 20% of the local livestock have been stolen by these predators in just one season. For the farmers here, this loss is unforgettable. In certain regions of Africa, the threat of lion attacks on residential areas has become a pressing issue requiring immediate action. To ensure the safety of the people, the government has swiftly deployed modern sturdy fences. Made from high-quality materials resistant to harsh weather conditions, these fences are not only durable, but also require minimal maintenance, providing effective and long-term protection, instilling confidence within the community. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, the East African government implemented decisive measures to counter the growing threat posed by lions, marking a pivotal moment in the ongoing struggle between humans and nature, where the stakes had never been higher. While fences served as a critical line of defense to protect residential areas from attacks, the government also adopted a more direct strategy by allowing controlled hunting using specialized weapons. To prepare for this mission, a visit to Africa's largest hunting supply store was not just recommended, but essential. Here, lion hunters could choose to use the H&H Magnum 375 rifle, a versatile weapon suited for hunting a wide range of wildlife from large antelopes to top predators like lions. This allowed hunters to avoid switching weapons when moving between different targets, optimizing efficiency and saving time during each hunt. Among the hundreds of candidates, only around 100 hunters are selected each year through a rigorous screening process. Participants not only receive training in shooting skills, but also learn other vital techniques such as tracking understanding lion behavior, applying ethical hunting methods, committing to protecting communities, and maintaining a harmonious balance between humans and animals. Do you think firearms training for hunters is necessary? If you agree, leave the number 2 in the comments. If not, leave the number 5. Everything is set, and the lion hunting day in South Africa becomes a testament to meticulous preparation and strong teamwork. Each hunting team consists of at least 3 members, a hunter, a tracker, and a professional guide. They depart before dawn, as hunting alone is prohibited due to the serious risks in the unpredictable wilderness, and only collective skills can ensure safety. The tension is palpable as the hunters check their Magnum 375 HH rifles and practice their hunting strategies.
Good.
Time passes under the scorching heat of the afternoon as the hunting team cautiously follows the tracks through the dew-covered tall grass. The tension rises with each careful step, as even the slightest movement could signal their presence to the lion. When the lead hunter finally spots the lion about 50 yards away, he holds his breath, gripping his rifle tightly, fully aware that any mistake could cause the predator to shift its attack toward him with potentially serious consequences. Taking down a lion can take hours or even an entire day, requiring absolute patience. However, to bring down 3 lions in the same day, perfect coordination among the team members is essential. A keen tracker capable of reading the smallest signals. an experienced guide who can accurately predict the lion's movements, and a hunter ready to make the perfect shot with precision. A successful hunt like this is a rare moment when everything truly falls into place. The hunting environment is always fraught with danger, as while tracking wildlife, unexpected confrontations can occur at any moment. Not every lion lies quietly in the shade waiting to be discovered. Reports from African wildlife conservation organizations reveal dozens of cases where hunters were attacked when the distance was less than 20 yards. Fortunately, the hunters in such situations are often seasoned professionals who know how to handle themselves using their skills and calm demeanor to avoid hidden dangers while ensuring the safety of themselves and their team. These methods have played a key role in preventing the spread of many invasive species. If you have any ideas or more effective solutions, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss them together. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on upcoming content. Share this with your friends so they can also have the chance to watch this video. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.
Well done, my friend.
Hyenas, the wild predators with sharp hunting instincts and remarkable swimming skills, are becoming a nightmare for farmers. In Africa, known as the top predators of nature, hyenas can charge at speeds of up to 37 miles per hour, ready to chase and take down livestock such as cows, sheep, and goats, which are vital sources of livelihood for locals. Leave a comment with number 1 to uncover the secrets of this fascinating creature. At its peak in 2010, hyenas wreaked havoc, taking down between 18,000 and 24,000 buffalo in Africa's farming regions, causing a staggering economic loss of up to $2.5 million USD. Their relentless attacks pushed farmers to the brink, struggling to protect their herds. Milk and meat production plummeted, threatening the livelihoods of countless families who depend on livestock farming. The buffalo carcasses attacked by hyenas lie scattered, emitting a foul stench that pollutes the air and attracts scavengers, increasing the risk of disease. Moreover, the decaying bodies poison nearby water sources, especially near rivers and streams, severely impacting water quality and posing a serious health threat to the entire community. To tackle the hyena threat, the South African government has tightened regulations, establishing strict rules to control hunting and ensure the safety of hunters. Since 2010, 200 hunters seeking to take down hyenas must hold a special license from the government and adhere to stringent conditions. The minimum age for participation is 21, ensuring hunters are mature and responsible when facing these wild creatures. Do you think this hunting method is effective? If yes, leave a comment with number 2, and if not, leave number 5. Hunters must complete 40 hours of rigorous training in hunting safety, from handling firearms to mastering various hunting techniques. They are required to pass both theoretical and practical tests to demonstrate their proficiency before participating. A government-led controlled hunting campaign across African nations successfully eliminated 7,200 hyenas. By 2011, thanks to strict control measures and enhanced oversight, the number of hyenas had dramatically decreased to 4,500, a significant achievement in wildlife conservation efforts. Local authorities have constructed special shelters for hunters, providing protection from unexpected attacks by other wild animals. These shelters not only ensure safety but also allow hunters to approach their targets effectively. Key areas in Africa where hunters use bows to hunt hyenas include Kenya, Tanzania, and Namibia.
Hyena right there. Oh man.
One of the key factors behind the success of hunting is the use of bait to attract hyenas to the hunting area, mainly animal carcasses with a distinct odor. As hyenas focus on feeding, hunters have the opportunity to aim and take them down swiftly. This method has proven to be effective up to 75% of the time during each hunt. However, in 2020, hyena hunting was temporarily suspended due to new policies aimed at ensuring ecological balance in the region.
Watch him. Stay down. Got him. Put it. If you don't, stay flashing around.
The African government has implemented strict control measures, reducing the hyena population to around 5,700 nationwide. To minimize human-wildlife conflict, they have turned to building sturdy iron fences that separate wildlife areas from residential and farming zones. These fence systems are designed to stand up to 20 feet high, preventing hyenas from attacking livestock areas and creating a safer environment for local communities to grow their businesses securely. Leave a comment with number 1 if you'd like us to explore hyena hunting activities in other countries, or share a specific location you're interested in. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Please help us by liking and subscribing to support our channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.
Hey everyone! Deep within the dense and wild forests of North America, the black bear has long been a symbol of strength and wilderness. With its sleek black fur, sharp eyes, and strong survival instincts, it's not only one of the largest animals but also one of the best adapted species in nature. Are you ready to explore how black bears are impacting North America? If so, leave a comment with the number 1. However, human expansion into natural habitats is bringing black bears closer to urban life in North America, posing a significant concern for local communities. This increase is mainly due to urban sprawl into bear territories, combined with careless habits from campers who leave food scraps behind. These easily accessible food sources have gradually made bears accustomed to human presence, leading them to enter populated areas in search of food. recently there has been an increase in black bear attacks in residential areas. They are searching for food, destroying property, damaging infrastructure, and attacking livestock. According to reports from the Wildlife Conservation Society, the annual economic damage caused by bears exceeds $12 million. In response to the serious increase in bear intrusions, authorities have implemented various countermeasures. Some areas have adopted a regulated hunting permit system to control the bear population. However, hunting bears in urban areas is prohibited due to the potential danger to humans. Therefore, bear hunting campaigns are only permitted in forests far away from residential areas. The bear hunting process begins by looking for distinctive signs of bears. Hunters pay close attention to their footprints on the ground, which are typically oval-shaped with 5 clear claws. Scratch marks on trees between 3 to 7 feet high also indicate that a bear has marked its territory. Fresh piles of scat, often containing fruit seeds or insect fragments, are also a crucial sign of recent bear activity in the area. With much experience, hunters use various tactics, with tree hunting being the most common. This strategy makes up about 75% of bear control activities. Hunters conceal themselves on tree branches at heights of 13 to 19 feet, patiently waiting for the bear to appear. Do you like this tree hunting strategy? If so, leave a comment with the number 1.
Hey! Hey!
When the bear appears, hunters quickly assess its size to ensure compliance with regulations. If the bear is deemed suitable, they will take it down. Adult black bears typically range from 4 to 6 feet in length and weigh between 250 to 550 pounds. Female bears are usually smaller, measuring 3 to 5 feet in length and weighing between 180 to 420 pounds. Hunting regulations only allow the hunting of adult bears that are not pregnant, so hunters must accurately estimate the bear's size and gender to comply with these rules. The hunting process typically lasts from 4 to 8 days, depending on factors such as weather conditions, bear density in the area, and the hunter's skill. During this time, hunters usually camp in the forest and wake up early, before 6 o'clock a.m., to begin their hunting activities. Bears typically frequent areas with abundant food sources during the spring and summer, such as meadows and open land. In late summer and fall, they often concentrate in oak and chestnut forests, where there is plenty of food to prepare for the winter. The use of hunting dogs is also very common in the United States. These dogs are specially trained to detect the scent of bears. Once they locate the bear, they chase it until the bear climbs a tree or reaches a spot where it cannot escape. In such cases, hunters follow the barking sounds of the dogs and GPS signals to reach the bear's location. These hunting dogs are specially trained to detect the scent of bears. Once they locate the bear, they chase it until it climbs a tree or reaches a spot where it cannot escape. In such cases, hunters track the barking of the dogs and GPS signals to find the bear's location. Additionally, bear hunting is strictly regulated by the wildlife management agencies in each state. Hunters must have a valid license, often issued electronically, to ensure fairness and control the population. Regulations may include limits on the number of bears that can be hunted each season, typically around 4,500 bears. However, the official bear hunting season usually takes place in the fall, from early September to late November. Some states also allow bear hunting in the spring, right after they emerge from hibernation and begin foraging. Although bear hunting is an ancient tradition, it also plays a crucial role in controlling their population, maintaining ecological balance, and reducing human-bear conflicts. However, this activity remains a controversial topic, and more humane solutions will need to be explored to address this issue more effectively in the future.
Shoot him again.
Again.
Rack it hard.
But are there other solutions to address this issue more effectively? We would love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment with number 1 if you believe hunting is a necessary method, or number 0 if you think a more humane solution is needed. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest videos. Thank you for watching, and keep watching the video.
That's a giant bear. Come here. Oh my gosh.
It's not bears, but foxes that are becoming a growing concern in the U.S., especially after recent attacks on livestock, raising safety concerns. Did you know the damage foxes have caused in America? Leave a comment with the number 1 to explore this issue with us. Not only do foxes pose a serious threat to livestock, but the issue also presents a significant challenge to public safety. In 2023 in California, a 50-year-old woman endured a nightmare when she was attacked by a fox right outside her home. Family members quickly rushed her to the hospital, and fortunately, her injuries were minor. On the same day, there were also 35 reported cases of fox attacks during the night in the area. Faced with this serious situation and the ineffectiveness of humane methods to drive them away, the U.S. government has implemented more extreme measures to address the issue. This strategy focuses on reducing the red fox population and is carried out year-round in most states. In some states, hunting is only allowed from August to February, with hunters selecting areas where foxes are commonly found, far from residential areas to ensure public safety. During each hunting season, hunters are permitted to hunt up to 100 to 150 animals. Hunting is primarily carried out at night because foxes tend to hunt during this time, which greatly increases the effectiveness of the hunters. However, hunters face difficulties in observing and dealing with potential dangers from the wild environment. As a result, hunters need to be well prepared, with excellent hunting skills and a deep understanding of fox behavior when engaging in this risky activity. Have you ever hunted foxes at night? If yes, comment 1. If not, comment 0 below. Hunters receive support from the government in terms of weapons and subsidies for hunting activities. However, to ensure safety, the government requires hunters to have at least 1 year of hunting experience. Licenses also specify that hunters must be at least 18 years old to participate in hunting. Hunting activities take place over several days in the wilderness, so hunters need to be in good physical condition. Teamwork plays a vital role and has a significant impact on fox hunting operations in the U.S. When a small group of 3 to 5 hunters come together, they carefully strategize by exchanging insights about fox behavior and coordinating on the best times and places to hunt. This collaboration not only optimizes the success of their hunting efforts, but also strengthens their community ties. The shared experience fosters trust and camaraderie, creating a more efficient and enjoyable hunting experience for everyone involved. The use of whistles to attract red foxes has become a key component in modern hunting techniques. The high-pitched sound produced by the whistle mimics the distress calls of a rabbit or bird, drawing foxes closer to the hunting area. Many hunters claim that utilizing these whistles can boost hunting success by as much as 50%, making them a crucial tool in fox hunting. This method has proven highly effective, contributing to the annual removal of millions of foxes. As a result, the frequency of fox attacks on humans has dropped significantly, now accounting for less than 10% of cases during hunting seasons. This effective measure has helped protect people from fox attacks and stabilize the livestock economy. Foxes can run at speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, making targeting extremely difficult. However, thanks to skill and the support of modern tools such as binoculars, foxes have been successfully defeated. Some communities have expressed complaints about the lack of support for hunting, especially at night. The main reason stems from concerns about public safety and order. Hunting at night can pose a high risk of accidents due to poor visibility and difficulty identifying targets, leading to the possibility of accidentally shooting another animal. In response to public opposition, the U.S. government has implemented measures to install traps to control the fox population. This change not only demonstrates a keen ability to listen and adjust policies, but also offers an interesting experience in how hunters set traps to deal with foxes. Stay tuned for the upcoming episodes to witness the next steps in this strategy and learn more about trap setting techniques and the final results. The conclusion of firearm hunting by American hunters has played a significant role in controlling the fox population, with the primary aim of preserving the natural balance and ensuring public safety. These measures have proven effective in curbing the expansion of certain invasive species. Do you believe there might be a more effective solution? If so, feel free to share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us in bringing you more insightful content in future videos. Lastly, share this video with your friends so they can enjoy it too.
Today we're taking you along on a thrilling wild boar hunt in Turkey, a land of rugged terrain and unpredictable challenges. Recently, we received an urgent call reporting dozens of wild boars devastating crops and threatening local communities. Without hesitation, our team flew from the US to Turkey to join forces with local hunters in a massive pursuit. This is an emergency operation requiring precise preparation and lightning-fast responses. Drop a comment with the number 1 to join us on this wild boar hunt. Before dawn broke, we were already positioned on a mountainside near the Black Sea, a place local hunters call Boar Paradise. After moving about 100 meters, the excited barks of hunting dogs echoed in the distance. I quickly radioed my team to set up an ambush. With orders given, I cautiously closed in on the target. The decisive moment arrived. Aim, fire, a perfect shot. The wild boar had no time to react and dropped on the spot, clean and precise from the first bullet.
Wow, bittin.
Paul and I pushed down the mountainside where the trees grew thick, but that was no issue. We had our hunting dogs with us. "Something's coming," I shouted, as a dark shape burst through the brush. Instinctively, we fired as the wild boar charged out. It didn't stop barreling straight toward Paul, but this time it picked the wrong fight. Paul's precise shots hit vital spots, sending the boar tumbling down the slope. Stationed at the mountain's base, we held our ground, ready to intercept any fleeing boars. Silence enveloped us, broken only by the fierce barking of dogs in the distance. Gripping my rifle tightly, I waited for the perfect moment. Suddenly, a wild boar shot out like a missile. I pulled the trigger once. That was enough. The boar staggered and collapsed. This remote mountain with its lush vegetation and abundant natural food is an ideal sanctuary. The boars here aren't just massive, they're far more ferocious. One look at the beast we just took down and you'd see it clearly.
Aç sen büyüye Okan.
Kapıyı açamadım.
Oğlum nasıl açılma? At büyüye. Bin.
Suddenly, the dogs erupted into frenzied barking. Another uninvited guest was on the move. Likely startled by the earlier gunfire, it bolted from its hiding spot. I quickly gauged its path and positioned myself to cut it off. It tried to veer away, but charged right toward me. Big mistake. One decisive shot and another boar went down. It was getting late, but we pressed on. Luckily, the dog's keen noses didn't let us down. Firing now would be too risky, though. We patiently waited for the dogs to drive the boars closer.
Pozisyon alamadım.
Gitti lan onlar. Ha?
They're here. Shoot. I couldn't believe it. I took down a few right on the spot. Everything happened so fast. Exhausted from the relentless chase, we decided to head back to rest. But then out of nowhere, a boar charged onto the path right in front of us. Shaking off fatigue, I raised my rifle and fired one final shot. The boar dropped instantly, letting out a piercing squeal. Maybe it's a hunter's instinct, but we can't look away when a boar appears. This isn't just reflex, it's our responsibility.
Yürüdü.
Every November, the rural fields of Denizli, Turkey buzz with corn harvest activity. But this year, the joy of the season turned to chaos as wild boars began ravaging the fields night after night. Watching months of hard work trampled and destroyed, I couldn't stand idly by. Determined to act, I teamed up with local hunters to plan a relentless pursuit.
Çok büyük. Çektik mi abi?
We set out at dawn, driving our familiar hunting truck to the vast fields of Denizli. Just 10 minutes after arriving, a few wild boars appeared in the distance. I quickly took aim and fired, but the beast charged forward as if unscathed. With the dogs herding the boars into our sights and our net tightening from all sides, the prey had no escape.
Abi dur.
This area is renowned as a wild boar paradise, and true to its reputation, it didn't take long for us to spot our next target. We moved swiftly, cutting off its path. From a prime position, I calmly lined up the target in my sights and pulled the trigger. At the same moment, my teammate landed a shot on another boar. Unbelievable. In mere seconds, we perfectly took down 2 boars. This double success fueled our drive. The team was more determined than ever. Before long, a dark shape suddenly bolted across the field. We quickly ducked into the tall grass, holding our breath for the perfect moment. Then in a split second before the boar could sense danger, multiple shots rang out. That was it. The boar collapsed right in the middle of the vast field. Have you ever hunted wild boar with a rifle? If yes, leave a comment with the number 2. If not, leave a 5. Meanwhile, a tense chase unfolded in John's area, but with his seasoned experience and sharp shooting skills, the boar in front of him was soon taken down cleanly and efficiently. Once again, the dogs proved their worth, flushing a massive boar out from its hiding spot deep in the brush. It charged straight toward us, but I was ready. I raised my rifle, took aim, and dropped it. The boars here are different, bold, ferocious, and utterly fearless. Some even charge right at us. Fortunately, we stay calm under pressure and respond with precision in every encounter. As we moved to a new position, we suddenly heard strange noises from the other side of the field. Seconds later, another boar burst out trying to escape. But today it was unlucky to face our sharpshooters. A few crisp shots rang out and the beast went down. Then we got word of a herd of boars hiding in a cornfield being harvested. We rushed over. It was chaos. They poured out like a flood. Despite the mayhem and the hail of bullets that followed, we only managed to take down 1. With that many still out there, it's clear this hunt is far from over. We'll be back tomorrow.
Çok iyi oldu.
What you just witnessed was a large-scale wild boar hunt, not for fame or sport. In reality, wild boars have brought the Allier region in central France to its knees. This area boasts endless grain farms, but in recent years, an uncontrolled boar population has severely disrupted the ecosystem. Fields are torn up, crops uprooted, irrigation systems damaged, and worse, there's the looming threat of disease. Last October, local authorities called on the hunting community to help control the boar population. I joined nearly 40 other sharpshooters to form a hunting team focusing on Allier, the epicenter of the boar density crisis. We split into multiple groups, each with 4 to 6 hunters assigned to areas where boars frequently pass through. Behind a bush, a boar appeared. Sensing danger, it paused to listen. Seizing the moment, I fired quickly and took it down. After the first, we kept up the ambush, and soon enough a herd of wild boars emerged. Our friend Tony fired at the herd, but unfortunately his shot missed the mark. Instead, it spooked the boars, sending them running faster. Frustrated by the miss, Tony vowed not to let another boar escape his barrel. As if to prove it, he calmly raised his rifle and took down a massive boar. Wow, this is probably the biggest one we've dropped this morning. We kept up the ambush. Dozens of boars gathered into a large herd. We fired relentlessly, taking down quite a few. There was no room for hesitation. If we let even one slip through, they'd spread out and ravage nearby fields. The herd scattered, but stragglers fell into the sights of teammates already positioned for the ambush. Wild boars typically move in groups, but to hunt them effectively, we had to be patient and wait for them to appear. When a boar came into range, skillful reloading and precise aiming were the keys to success. To drop a boar with a single shot, you have to aim accurately at the head or lungs. A clean shot saves time and minimizes environmental impact.
Yok gar anasının o.
Ne oldu abi lan?
Ama ucu gibi gözükmüyor.
Yüzüne al. Bu mesafeden senin kırmızı nokta domuz gibi.
In the afternoon, we continued patrolling the paths leading into the agricultural area. However, the boars were smarter, moving in smaller groups, splitting up and hiding more carefully. Still, they couldn't evade our pursuit. Any boar spotted was swiftly taken down. Though they ran fast, they couldn't outrun a bullet. My heart nearly stopped when a massive boar charged straight at me after being attacked by the dogs. In the end, we gathered our haul and headed back. All the wild boars were processed into meat and distributed to the village farmers. Night fell, cloaking everything in an eerie silence. But we knew the wild boars were still lurking somewhere in the darkness. With dozens in a single herd, they were truly a nightmare. We gripped our weapons tightly, took deep breaths, and stepped into what could be the most intense hunt yet. Could we take control and eliminate these wild beasts? Wild boars in Texas have become a serious threat, causing significant damage to agriculture and the environment. With millions roaming freely, they relentlessly destroy crops and tear up fields, leaving farmers in distress. As night falls, their activity intensifies. Without strict control measures, the wild boar menace will continue to escalate, leading to unpredictable consequences. After receiving reports from locals about a massive herd of wild boars ravaging the area, we immediately set out for Texas. Texas greeted us with a spectacular sunset stretching across vast fields. The scenery was strangely peaceful, but hidden within. That beauty lurked the looming threat of cunning, colossal beasts ready to destroy everything in their path. To prepare for tonight's hunt, we equipped ourselves with advanced gear. In the pitch-black darkness, visibility was severely limited, but this was where our thermal imaging systems shone. We carefully aimed before deciding to pull the trigger. Moving to a nearby orchard, I scattered some grain on a clear patch of ground, the perfect trap for these greedy beasts. Sure enough, lured by the irresistible aroma, massive wild boars began to gather. They eagerly buried their snouts in the dirt, savoring their last meal, unaware they were in our crosshairs. One precise shot and the first boar dropped instantly. The herd panicked, trampling each other in a desperate scramble to escape. But the chase wasn't over. We kept on their trail, taking down more. As they greedily snatched up their favorite bait, I silently picked my target. Taking a deep breath, I squeezed the trigger. The gunshot echoed through the night. One by one, the boars fell. Flawlessly executed. Outstanding results. Tonight, we set out again, fueled by determination and fury. Gripping our weapons tightly, we vowed this threat must end. A chaotic scene unfolded before us. Wild boars ravaged the field, trampling crops as if it were their personal feast. Each one was massive, brutish, their coarse fur making them look like shadow demons in the night. Despite their keen instincts and heightened alertness, their cunning wouldn't save them this time. We crouched low, maintaining absolute silence. Everything was ready and their nightmare was about to begin. I've been on many hunts, but I've never seen a herd of boars this large and ferocious. Without hesitation, we quickly took our positions. Gunshots rang out non-stop. Though we took down many, their overwhelming numbers meant we couldn't eliminate them all at once. We pressed forward relentlessly, determined not to let a single one escape our sights. With a herd this size, there are surely more still hiding nearby. We couldn't let a single one get away. With one precise shot, the largest and fattest boar, the leader of the pack, crumpled to the ground. The rest scattered in panic, but their hopes of survival were gone. In just seconds, a few more shots rang out, leaving motionless dark shapes on the ground. A fitting end for these stubborn creatures daring to invade human territory. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please support our channel with a like and subscribe. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hello everyone. Millions of invasive elephants are attacking residential areas in Australia, causing economic damage of up to $5 million annually. To address this issue, what measures should be implemented to sustainably manage these millions of invasive elephants? Leave your comment number 1 to join the discussion about this thrilling hunt. Let's watch the video from November 15, 2022, about elephants aggressively attacking and disrupting people's movement on the highway. With an average weight of about 12,000 pounds, elephants can collide with and block vehicles, causing severe traffic jams and damaging transportation. According to the Australian Department of Tourism and Wildlife in 2022, there were 15 elephant attacks in Australia's tourism areas. No fatalities occurred as the injured were promptly taken to hospitals. The issue of invasive elephants attacking tourism areas not only causes economic damage but also negatively impacts Australia's tourism image. Urgent intervention from relevant authorities is needed to address the invasive elephant problem in Australia and ensure the safety of communities and the tourism industry. For a long time, Australians were banned from hunting. A 7-year hunting ban was enforced to protect Australia's land resources and reduce threats to elephants and other wildlife from dangerous hunting activities. However, due to severe attacks and the rapid reproduction of invasive elephants, the Australian government has decided to reinstate hunting activities to control the elephant population, minimize economic damage, and ensure community safety. According to the latest data from 2023, the number of invasive elephants in Australia has decreased from 130,000 to approximately 88,000 due to hunting. In each invasive elephant hunt, at least 3 hunters are required to ensure safety, as elephants are often too large to be taken down in a single hunt. While hunting invasive elephants, hunters typically do not use scopes because the distance they stand from the elephants is about 100 to 200 feet. Not using scopes allows hunters to move more flexibly and focus on the target, optimizing efficiency during the hunt. Hunters need experience in handling situations when elephants approach to avoid dangers caused by the heavy and fast-moving invasive elephants. Taking down an invasive elephant requires high precision and knowledge of their weak points. The optimal location to target is the head, where sensitive areas like the eyes, forehead, or ears should be aimed at. However, shooting at the center of the head does not guarantee an immediate takedown. Multiple shots may be needed to achieve the target accurately and ensure the hunter's safety.
All the way. Okay. Again. Okay.
Hunters will hone their skills through top-tier hunting training courses organized by the Australian government. Here, the invasive elephant hunting environment is fraught with danger, with hyenas lurking and countless wild animals. Lightning-fast reactions and patience are key to handling unexpected situations during the hunt. Sharp vigilance and relentless creativity will ensure absolute safety in all circumstances. In Australia, hunters must possess a government-issued hunting license and be at least 18 years old to embark on this challenging adventure. The invasive elephant hunting season, running from May to September each year, has reduced elephant attacks in tourist areas, alleviating public fear and bringing significant peace of mind. Do you agree with hunting elephants with firearms? If yes, leave comment number 2. If no, leave number 5. During the hunting season in Australia, hunters and locals strictly adhere to regulations prohibiting the hunting of pregnant elephants and calves, demonstrating a strong sense of responsibility toward the environment and ecosystem. Each year, under tight government oversight, only 50 to 100 invasive elephants are permitted to be hunted, ensuring a balance between species control and biodiversity protection. This process is carried out with transparency and professionalism, with patrol teams regularly monitoring to detect any violations.
This is the elephant of a lifetime. Beautiful. This is 150 pounds.
Anyone who violates the terms of their hunting license will face severe penalties ranging from heavy fines to permanent license revocation and even legal prosecution. This strict enforcement not only maintains order but also strengthens community trust in efforts to sustainably protect wildlife. The use of tripods plays a vital role in hunting strategies, especially when confronting massive invasive elephants standing up to 10 feet tall, which pose significant challenges for hunters without supportive tools. Crafted with sophisticated design, tripods not only provide absolute stability, but also offer ideal height, enabling hunters to stand firm on rugged terrain and easily steady their rifles. As a result, they can achieve precise, sharp shooting angles, optimizing the effectiveness of each shot.
Again, shoot again.
Moreover, tripods are customized to adapt to harsh weather conditions and wild terrains, from dense jungles to vast grasslands, ensuring hunters are always prepared for unexpected situations. The combination of modern technology and expert skills has made tripods an indispensable companion, helping hunters overcome formidable challenges in the fight to protect communities and ecosystems. This not only enhances shooting accuracy, but also minimizes danger when facing powerful and intimidating elephants. Traveling by vehicle across rugged terrain at speeds of 20 to 40 miles per hour, despite uneven landscapes, allows hunters to save time and energy reaching hunting grounds. Completing the hunt before nightfall is critical, ensuring safety and avoiding potential threats in the dark. After successfully taking down an invasive elephant in Australia, authorities promptly process and distribute the elephant meat to local communities struggling with food shortages and poverty. Sharing the meat not only alleviates hunger, but also provides practical support, helping communities overcome economic hardships and meaningfully improve their quality of life.
Right, well done.
The hunting of invasive elephants in Australia has sparked intense controversy and lacks public support for numerous reasons. This practice severely disrupts the ecosystem, disturbing natural processes and the food chain of local species. Specifically, as elephant numbers decline, grasses and vegetation may proliferate, leading to fierce competition that disadvantages other animal species. Many strongly oppose hunting invasive elephants with firearms due to severe environmental consequences. The resounding gunfire not only shatters the natural tranquility, causing panic and stress among innocent wildlife, but also carries unpredictable repercussions. The use of guns can devastate the habitats of other species, pushing the ecosystem into a dangerous state of imbalance. Therefore, many advocate for more environmentally friendly methods to control invasive elephants. Do you support using firearms to manage the millions of invasive elephants in Australia? With elephants spread everywhere, if you believe farmers' guns are ineffective, let us know. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Please support our channel with a like and subscribe. Goodbye and see you in the next video. Hello, during the dry season in Australia, wild cattle herds begin migrating in search of food. They often cross major roads, causing severe traffic congestion. In July 2024, on a road in Western Australia, hundreds of vehicles were halted for hours as a herd of about 300 wild cattle passed through, resulting in estimated damages of up to $50,000 due to car accidents, damaged goods, and delayed deliveries. If you think these wild cattle pose a real threat, leave comment number 1 to continue exploring the video.
Did he hit him? Yes, he did.
Not only causing congestion, an incident in August 2024 in Queensland saw a panicked herd of wild cattle charge into a residential area, causing severe damage to at least 5 homes, with total losses reaching $100,000. Particularly dangerous are their direct attacks on vehicles and people. In one case, a car was attacked by a wild cow, denting its front end. In a small town in Western Australia, a wild cow invaded, causing widespread chaos and forcing the entire area to shut down for 48 hours for repairs.
Yeah, because as soon as you backed up, he started going again. To address this issue, hunting wild cattle has become the primary solution to curb population growth. However, hunting them is extremely challenging, requiring hunters to be thoroughly prepared and highly experienced. They often travel on horseback and lie prone on the ground to conceal themselves, avoiding detection by the wild cattle. A common technique is using rifles to shoot the cattle from a distance, minimizing the risk of direct confrontation and ensuring the hunter's safety. Hunting requires strict adherence to regulations and government-issued licenses. Hunters must pass skill tests in archery and firearms, as well as demonstrate the ability to navigate challenging terrain. Hunting licenses clearly specify the number of animals that can be hunted each season to prevent overhunting and protect animal populations from decline. This ensures that hunting is conducted responsibly and does not harm the ecosystem. Hunting wild cattle is not only a dangerous activity, but also carries significant legal risks. Illegal hunting or the use of inappropriate weapons has prompted the government to strengthen monitoring measures and impose harsh penalties. An incident in November 2022, where a group of hunters illegally used machine guns to hunt wild cattle, resulted in fines exceeding $50,000 and the confiscation of all weapons. Tools for hunting wild cattle typically include powerful rifles and bows,
requiring hunters to have skilled expertise and a deep understanding of regulations to ensure safety and compliance with the law. Hunters also need to carry binoculars and GPS devices to track and spot wild cattle from a distance. These tools not only help hunters approach their targets safely, but also increase the chances of success in each hunt, while minimizing the risk of injury from these massive animals. In 2022, the wild cattle population in Australia dropped to around $15,000 due to organized hunting campaigns. Would you dare to join this dangerous hunt? If you're ready, leave comment. Number 2, if not, leave number 5.
Okay, you're gonna have to hit him again.
Meticulous preparation from precisely adjusting 147 MOA to factoring in environmental conditions reveals the intense dedication required to seize victory. When precision peaks, your hunt has an 85% chance of success. The ideal stance is for every hunter to lie prone, eyes locked on the target with razor-sharp focus concealing their presence while providing a stable foundation for the perfect shot. This tactic not only makes it harder for the prey to detect you, but also grants the ultimate advantage in a thrilling, unpredictable chase. Besides firearms, hunters can also use bows and arrows to confront powerful wild cattle. Fierce winds can veer an arrow off course by over a meter, as seen on the 900-acre land in the Northern Territory, showcasing the thrilling challenge. Close-range archer hunters must work alongside at least 2 teammates to ensure safety and effective tracking. Strict ethical hunting laws show no leniency trespassing in restricted areas. Without a permit can lead to heavy fines or loss of hunting privileges. To contribute to conservation after taking down wild cattle, hunters must strictly comply with regulations for reporting and processing the prey.
I'm taking the far ball.
In Australia, each hunter is permitted to take down only 1 wild cattle per season, a strict regulation to protect the species population. Wild cattle hold explosive economic value, with meat priced from $5 to $10 per pound, bursting with flavor and nutrition. Rich in protein, especially the renowned hump, it captivates diners. The processing requires skill to avoid waste and protect the environment, ensuring every portion of meat is used optimally and sustainably.
That's pretty good.
What groundbreaking innovations do you have to create superior solutions? Unleash your ideas in the comments to ignite a lively discussion together. Thank you for joining us throughout this thrilling video. If you found it exciting, don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to the channel now. Be sure to share with friends to explore and get hooked too. Goodbye and see you in the next electrifying journey.
Come on. I'm so crazy.